Woohoo, baby! We got some big news regarding Workhorse stock today. In previous videos, I've said that I believed that Workhorse had an upwards of 90% chance of winning the USPS contract. I'm putting it at 97% chance that Workhorse lands the USPS contract and the stock price goes to the moon. Yesterday, we had the Lordestown CEO go and visit the White House. They brought one of their trucks, and Donald Trump was pretty much drooling over the truck, commending the company, commending the CEO, and he checked out the truck. The CEO gave him a tour of the Lordestown Endurance. And why does this matter for Workhorse stock? Because of where Workhorse is located. Both Workhorse and Lordestown Motors are located in Ohio. So what? Well, Ohio is a major swing state for the upcoming election. Ohio has determined the last 10 election winners. So basically, if you want to become president, you have to win Ohio. So Trump knows this, and he's going to be using all of the tools at his power in order to impress the Ohio voters. How can he do this? Well, one way, he can grant Workhorse the USPS contract, and it is my full belief that that's going to happen. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down this news. We're going to be looking at what Trump said about Lordestown Motors. He even mentioned Workhorse. We're going to be talking about a short squeeze that is going on right now. Short sellers are trapped in Workhorse stock, which could result in the stock going parabolic on a move to the moon. We're also going to talk about some news regarding Workhorse stock and some major updates. If you're new to the channel, this is Touchdown Trades, the home of the top stock market investing and active trading channel on YouTube. You heard it here. We're claiming the crown. We're not the biggest channel, but we're the best. We're going to be breaking down a bunch of stuff regarding the Workhorse stock in today's video, so make sure you stay tuned. And as always, let's secure that bag by making smart investments and sound trades. Let's get it. Woo, baby, we got a hot topic today. Workhorse stock headed to the moon. We're going to be breaking down some major news, talking about some updates with the USPS contract, talking about Lordestown Motors visiting the White House and the implications that has on Workhorse stock, as well as an impending short squeeze that's actually taking place as we talk right now. So let's break it down. We'll put a price target on Workhorse at the end of the video, so make sure you watch till the end. But before we get started, I am going to ask for a quick favor. Go ahead and destroy that like button for me. Go ahead and give the like button the old touchdown trades snake eye jab in the eyes. First, let's break down the short squeeze that is actually taking place right now in Workhorse stock. If you're unfamiliar with what a short squeeze is, I'll break it down for you really quick. Workhorse has a short interest of 34%. That means 34% of Workhorse's shares are currently sold short, aka people are betting on the stock to go down. They can borrow shares from their brokers, sell it on the open market. They believe the stock's going to drop. They'll eventually buy those shares back at a lower price and then give it back to their broker. Short selling. So 34%, more than one third of this stock is sold short. So what happens when the stock continues to go up? There continues to be good news and positive catalyst. People who sold short in these areas on the way up are stuck. They lose such a massive amount of money that their broker in turn forces them to buy those shares back. And what happens when all these short sellers start covering their positions, they start getting bought in by their brokers, it creates a buying frenzy. Not only do you have the short sellers that have to buy to get out of their short positions, you have people buying on the catalyst of positive news coming into the stock, and it just creates a feeding frenzy, which can really create a parabolic move like we've seen over the last few months. This is a short squeeze. We're experiencing a short squeeze right now. It is indeed happening. Lordestown went and visited the White House today. They brought their Endurance pickup truck with them, and they spoke with the president. And Workhorse stock reacted very, very favorably to this news. Why? Because number one, Workhorse owns about 10% of Lordestown stock. Workhorse has a stake in Lordestown. Also, President Trump is fawning over Ohio. He needs to win Ohio if he wants to remain president of the United States, and he knows that. So I believe ultimately he is going to grant the USPS contract to Workhorse. I don't know if it's going to be before October, or I think it could be closer to the election is what I'm trying to say. I've seen a lot of people saying that the contract was supposed to be announced before September 28th, the end of the fiscal year. But I don't think that's true. I've done a lot of research on the topic, the USPS contract, and everything I've seen in concrete writing has said before the end of the calendar year. So I've heard a lot of smart and people in the know say that it was supposed to be announced before September 28th. But I've also read a lot of smart people saying that it's going to be before the end of the calendar year. I think it's before the election. I think Trump announces it a couple weeks before the election so he gets a boost in Ohio as we get closer and closer to election day. Currently, Real Clear Politics has Biden up by 3.5 points in Ohio. So I ultimately expect Trump to come in with a bombshell right before the election, announce that Workhorse is going to be getting the USPS contract. It's going to bring a bunch of jobs to Ohio and look for a boost in the polls in the election in the state of Ohio. I expect that to happen, and I believe it's going down. In the interview with Lordestown Motors, the Lordestown CEO said that he expects to be producing over 100,000 trucks annually once they get the factory up and running and going full steam ahead. So if Lordstown's doing that type of manufacturing, doing those numbers, I expect Workhorse to do way more than we initially expected. We never expected Lordstown to be spitting out 100,000 trucks annually. I think Workhorse and Lordstown are undervalued, and investors and people aren't really expecting the type of growth that we're actually going to see. All right, so let's do a quick rundown on the 3 reasons that I'm almost positive Workhorse will land at least half of the USPS contract. Number 1, the president will need Ohio. He desperately needs Ohio to win re-election. And also, I don't see him giving it to a foreign company. It's going to be a US-based company, that's for sure. Number 2, Workhorse continues to hire massive amounts of new engineers and manufacturing staff. Why? Let me think. Number 3, the strategic partnership with Hitachi, a company that is well-versed in manufacturing, mass production of their product. They're going to need Hitachi to come in, tell them how to get it done. Need some help from Hitachi, no problem. Hitachi is experienced in doing project of this nature. They manufacture huge machinery. They'll be able to come in and help Workhorse get this USPS contract done. If you add 1 + 1 + 1, you get 3, which equals the USPS contract, in my opinion. All right, so where is this stock going? Where can we expect it to go in the near future? Is it too late to buy, or is there still going to be opportunities? You guys know how I feel about chasing. I just don't do it. I can't bring myself to chase, and I refuse to chase. I already sold a little bit of my position when we were up here at the highs. I sold a little bit of my position when we were up near the highs at $30, and I re-upped back here at $23 a share. It brought my average back up from like the $15 area, and now my average is like $18.50. So I'm not going to add unless we get another pullback. I'm comfortable where I'm sitting at my average price. And if we do get a pullback, I would love to get some more shares at a discounted price, because I see this thing, if we do get the USPS news, I see this thing making a 30%, 40% move in a single day. Remember when Nikola made the announcement that they had a strategic deal with GM? They basically gave GM a big portion of their company, like 12 or 13% of the company, for free. And Nikola's stock went up 50% in one day. So imagine if Workhorse lands a contract of this magnitude. I think we see a 40 to 50% move in a single day once the contract is announced. So trading at today's price, a 40% move would be over $10 per share. So that would put us north of $38 per share on the USPS contract. And then you account for the short squeeze. People would be covering left and right, more than a third of the float is sold short, it would take weeks for them to get out of their position, at least a week for them, all the shorts to cover. It would be a massive amount of buying. I think that puts us north of $45 per share. So I'm putting a price target of $45 per share once the USPS contract is announced. That is a shorter term price target. In the next couple of years, I see us trading $50, $60, $70 a share. If we get it up near those levels, of course, I'm going to have to peel some profit off because bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered, and I ain't no pig. I'm no bacon, okay? All right. I love all you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button for me. Destroy that like button. If you're not yet a subscriber, what are you doing? Consider subscribing down below. Hit that notification bell so you get alerted every time I post a video. You don't want to miss these videos. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Drop.